So, we are going to get ready to make old-fashioned chocolate chip cookies. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour in my bowl, and I will put the salt, a teaspoon of salt. I tend to use sea salt, and I put that in with the flour.
This is Mama Faye's kosher kitchen. Is this a kosher recipe, Mama Faye?
Absolutely.
It is. Fantastic.
And a teaspoon of salt, and I will put in a teaspoon of baking soda. And I just level it off with the lid, put it in my hand to be sure that there are no lumps in it, like that.
Hands are totally clean.
And then shut it off, David. The phone is ringing.
Phone is on. Okay, just take it.
Hello.
Orders all the time.
Yes.
2 dozen?
Oh, hi, Jake. How are you?
Probably one of Mom.
Good, thank you. Yes, I do. My son David is here, and I was just making chocolate chip cookies.
She's on television. Live.
Can I call you back in 10 minutes?
She's making a show. People are...
Okay. Yes, I do.
She gets calls all the time.
I take it after supper.
Order after
and
order.
I take it after supper and I sip it. I don't drink it all, all chug-a-lug. I sip it for about, 10 minutes, a little at a time.
The phone rings off the hook at Mama's Faye's.
Right. So, and I'll call you back. Oh, okay. Oh, I know. The Red Sox lost today. What a shanda. Oh, gosh. I know. I'll call you back after I make these cookies. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.
The calls come in every few minutes. Did he want an order of mango bread?
No, he wanted to know how to use Miralax for constipation. What can I tell
You
you?
can put in a recipe.
I had to tell him how to take it because he has a severe problem. So that's my friend Jake. So
What's his
now,
problem?
In this bowl, I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour that have not been sifted, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of baking powder. And I will set that aside. I'll put this over here, get rid of what I'm not using, and continue. Now in my mixing bowl, I will put a 1/2 cup of salted butter.
Love it.
To which I add, get rid of this, to which I add
Whoa,
a
that
1/2
is the
cup of
secret.
Crisco. And that is the secret to make cookies that are crispy, but they are soft.
What about the trans fat in this?
We don't count the trans fat in this because we count the flavor.
Good. A woman after my own heart.
So I wouldn't suggest you eat 3 dozen of these a day. However,
I had 3 dozen yesterday.
how are you feeling today?
Very well.
Oh, well, that's perfect. I used the wrong cup. I'll just correct my error. And I always use a spatula to level off my ingredients to be sure that I get them accurate.
It's a pretty white.
Yeah, beautiful white.
It's like my ceiling color.
And
Oh,
normally
Crisco.
I use macadamia nuts with the chocolate chips, but tonight I am going to use walnuts that are chopped. So now here I take this 1/2 cup, put that in my bowl, sure you get it all out. so that you have the right amount of ingredients. And I will put in 3/4 of a cup of dark brown sugar and 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar. I pack it in, so there's 1, 2, pack it in, and be sure it's level at the top, 3, that's the brown sugar, Kenny, and here's the white sugar, and I will once again level it off with my spatula, so even, 1, and 2, and let's hope I can get 3 out of it. I'll just use a spoon to give me a little hand here. Chocolate chip cookie dough can be kept in your refrigerator up to a week, and it can be kept in your freezer for up to 3 months. So I always have various and sundry cookie dough in my freezer so that I might give fresh chocolate chip cookies, or they could be chocolate cookies, peanut butter, oatmeal raisin, oatmeal cranberry, always available for company. Okay, now I'm going to give this a little mix.
That is amazing.
And I'll get out the spatula. And I'll beat this until it's
Do you like the KitchenAid?
I do. This KitchenAid mixer is at least 30 years old. It never caused a minute of trouble. So you mix that till it's clean, you shut it off, and you scrape down your bowl like this so that you get it evenly dispersed, to which I'm going to add.
Is this time for the chocolate?
I'll let it take away the things we're not using. And when this is nice and creamy, on medium steam, we will then add 2 eggs, large. Actually, I want to look at them to be sure they're good.
That has writing on it. What does it say?
These are organic eggs.
Ah.
Just get it. Actually, you don't need organic eggs to bake, but I use them. Now this is very clean, and I will scrape it down once more, and then you can see how creamy it looks. You see?
Wow.
All creamy,
It's like
it's all
gelato.
It is
Delicious.
delicious. And now I will add 2 eggs, one at a time. First I break the egg in a little dish or a saucepan to ensure that there's nothing wrong with the egg. Here's one. Here's the second one. And we'll get rid of the shell. Actually, chocolate chip cookies, they go very quickly to make if you get all your ingredients ahead of time. And then we'll scrape down the bowl, be sure that everything is mixed evenly. That looks good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful mixture. And now I will add a teaspoon of vanilla. I like to use vanilla extract. And we're going to put this right here. So I'll add a teaspoon of vanilla. brought home from Cancun.
Really?
And it's very easy. Take that. And now we've mixed up all the flour, the salt and the baking soda. And we will scrape this down once more ensure that we have an even mixture. Okay. Now we're going to gradually add the flour. A little at a time until it gets in there.
What if you baked it without the flour?
You'd have a mess.
It would be a mess, huh?
You would have oil melting all over the
Really?
cookie sheet.
It looks edible without the flour, just like it is.
Oh, that would make like a frosting.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So now I've got the flour in, and we'll just scrape down the bowl. Okay. Okie doke. Now we got the flour in, and we're going to add
My favorite part.
2 cups of chocolate chips. A couple of them are out. 2 cups of chocolate chips. Check that I have it on. I believe this is. Here we go.
Is that exactly 2 cups?
Yes.
A
12
miracle.
ounces of chocolate. 12 ounces of chocolate chips makes 2 cups. Believe it or not. You wouldn't think so, but it is. And I'm going to slow this down. I'm going to put in these chocolate chips. And I'm going to quickly, I have a couple nuts in here. And I'm going to give them a little chopping. Takes about a minute. This is a Cuisinart food processor. And I'm just going to give these nuts a little chop. And I will add them to my chocolate chip dough. There you go.
It's delicious.
Add them together. And there you have chocolate chip dough. And what I will do is, I will take a cookie sheet and I make it fit my, I take a cookie sheet and I make some parchment paper fit exactly. And then I like to use a scoop because you get all the same size cookies. So I will take a scoop and I will start making the cookies. And I will just scoop them like this. And I will leave enough room between each one so that they have room to spread. I do 3 in a row. And hang on to that. This way you have all the same size cookies. I have my oven set at 350. And I will cook them about 8 to 10 minutes.
That's all it takes?
That's all it takes. The secrets are out. One more there. One here. And I'm ready to put them in the oven. Here you go. And I don't flatten them or anything, and I will put them in 8 to 10 minutes until they are light brown and they're not soft in the middle. And I will show you what that looks like. Oven. And there you go. So now I'll review the ingredients with you. I took 2 cups of flour with a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda, and I mixed them all together. The flour was not sifted, all-purpose flour. I put that aside, and then in my mixing bowl, I put a 1/2 cup of salted butter, 1/2 cup of Crisco, or a shortening. I mixed the Crisco and butter with 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar and 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, and I creamed it until they were uniformly mixed, to which I added 2 eggs at room temperature and a teaspoon of vanilla, and I mixed those together. Then once that was done, I was ready for my flour mixture. I put the flour in and mixed it. I didn't beat it because it's not a cake. I mixed the flour into the sugar and fat mixture, and once that was in, I put in 2 cups of chocolate chips and a cup of diced walnuts. You could also use macadamia nuts if you wish, and you could use white chocolate chips. And in 10 minutes, that will be out, and I'll show them to you.
Thank you, Mama Faye, live from Mama Faye's Kosher Kitchen.
Say you don't want to use all of the chocolate chip dough in one night or one day. You just take the dough, pack it tightly in a container, which you can keep in the refrigerator up to a week. Oops, sorry about that. And if you want, you can freeze it in your freezer up to 3 months. You just scar it lightly so that you can scoop it. And you have cookies. Delicious, delicious chocolate chip cookies. The best. Very much in demand in the Boyer house. You can even make these cookies and fill them with ice cream, and you can make your own ice cream sandwiches, which is a real summer treat. There, now I've scraped all this in, and in order that it not get freezer taste, I'm going to put a piece of saran wrap over the cookie dough. Just like this, cover the dough so that it's airtight. Down a little, pop on the cover, and there it is. I open my oven, and
Oh my God!
here they are.
Unbelievable.
Delicious.
Light brown, not too brown. The browner they get, the crispier they get, and the lighter they are, the chewier they are. And this
that's
is
what we
about
like.
in the middle. Bon appetit. We'll let them
Fantastic.
cool. Glass of milk, chocolate chip cookies. What could be better?
Awesome! Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
I'm gonna take them and put them on a plate.
Why?
Okay? They will cool faster because the cookie sheet is warm and the plate is cold. So if you want to be able to eat them quickly, you just put them on a plate. want, you could also make them with pecans. I usually use macadamia nuts or I use walnuts, but you can do it with pecans also. And that's it. We're done. Now, for extra fancy, what you would do is you would dip them in chocolate on one side and dip them in chocolate nuts
Kenny?
or coconut.
What?
Would you like one?
Beautiful. Well, of course I would.
Yeah. Can't talk while the flavor lasts.
Sublime.
I think we have a success. Glass of milk, we're all set. Speechless.